Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Beyond No Reason. So today we have a wonderful 2v2 on Comet Catcher Remake. On this left side we have Flaka playing Cortex, and we have Seven Luguas playing Armada. Now on this right side we have Kerbex playing Cortex, and Kevin playing Cortex as well. So, we only have one Armada guy? This guy's my main man, Mr. 7. But yeah, if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to like, subscribe, because I do these videos at least once a week. Sometimes, most of the time, twice. Yeah, I think the only person that I'm aware of that I've seen play is Flaka for this. Out of these four guys, looking at the true score for the teams, the guys on the left definitely are rated higher. Lugas is at 31 and Flaka is at 30. And on this right we have 23 and 20, but I'm not sure exactly what how set in stone these true scores are, because you can have a higher true score than someone and still lose to them most of the time, because you know your true score isn't like ironed out, which it will be over time. But I think Flock is a pretty regular player, so I'd imagine that his true score is pretty ironed out. Not sure about these folks over here. They are sending out some rascals, sending out some grunts. So we have a vehicle plant and a bot lab for the side on the right. And, for the cool colors on the left, we have a vehicle plant, and yeah, two vehicle plants. Only difference being one is Armada. So you're just gonna have slightly different vehicles here. Rover having slightly higher DPS, but also less health. So I'm not actually sure what wins in a fight. I would imagine that Rascals win over Rovers, but I'm not entirely sure. You know, these guys definitely aren't going to beat Grunts very well as one goes down there. But that's not the point. Their point isn't open combat. Their point is to get to those juicy mexes. And yeah, in terms of wind speed, low is 1, high is 4, so obviously we're not going to be seeing wind. We're definitely going to be seeing solar collectors and things like that. And these incisors and rascals trying to follow this other rascal, the enemy rascal. And we do have this commander coming out here defending his base. But as you can see, Kevin gave him the slip. This guy's gonna be going around here. There is a laser tower, so that guy's not gonna do anything. So yeah, laser towers, radar towers, very good for early game. We're trying to block aggression. I don't see any radar towers. Yeah, that laser tower picking off a little rover guy. And for these guys, yeah, they have a couple laser towers. Again, no radar towers. Oh, so disappointing. Okay, here's the radar tower. Very good on Kerbex. And I believe radar towers do, I know they transfer across teammates, so Kevin doesn't need to build another one over here, obviously, but he could have one over here. So I guess Kerbex does know that there is a sneaky little rover over there, so he's blocking it off with some grunts. Maybe more grunts than I would want to put over there. I just built a laser tower, honestly. Get those mexes, build a laser tower, and then move those guys out. There's some resources that you just, you know, kind of sitting around there with. And then we do have Flaka's commander and Lugas's dang, I'm saying that wrong, you know, Leguas's commander moving out here. A radar tower from 7 as well. Maybe I'll just say 7, you know. Isn't that from Stranger Things? They have a guy named 7. I only watched the last season, so I don't exactly remember it that well, and I didn't watch any of the others, which I know is a criminal, but it was for a watch party, so I feel fine about it. You know, I was more hanging out than watching this show. Which, hot take, it's definitely overrated. I don't think this show's that good. But that's just me. Anyways, I guess maybe these guys weren't for this rover, because Kerbex has just moved past it. Not like this rover's gonna really do anything. It could tag a mechs. It looks like that may be where it's going. Going downtown, where this mech's here. And it'll probably get it. I would imagine that's going to take out the mechs quite easily. But it's actually going for the construction bot, which I would have gone for the mechs first and then the construction bot, but that's just me. You know, get the guaranteed pick, and then you can get the construction bot. But yeah, the rover is losing against the construction bot, which is why I would have just gone for the mechs back here. Oh well, that rover is kind of outlived its usefulness, probably. Do a small flank here. Some incisors coming downtown along the south pathway, but they're gonna be spotted by this incisor. and this guy's gonna come back down to help him. It's only a 1v1 right now, even though there are 2 tanks down here. This guy's definitely going down, and now Flaka is alerted. I wonder what this means. This little error symbol here. I'm not actually sure. If anyone knows, make sure to leave a comment. Also, this is a viewer submitted game by Flaka himself. So if you guys want to see your own games up on the medium-sized screen, you should send them over my way through email or Discord. And the Discord should be in the description of every video and of my YouTube channel. So, well, not every video, not the older ones, but the new ones that come out, it should be. So we do have Kerbex moving up. Decent amount of grunts here. Just casually walking over all this terrain as well. Very nice. And yeah, we're starting to see front lines forming. Kerbex and Flaka kind of double teaming Flaka, or Kerbex and Kevin kind of double teaming Flaka. Lugas can just make a straight push down this alleyway. Obviously, he's going to be exposed, but still a little odd. But looks like this is where Kerbex is going to make a stand of sorts. You know, he has set up some laser towers here, along with Kevin, you know, trying to block off Mr. Flaka. And these tanks running away from the green ones. Oh no, the green tanks. These grunts trying to move their way across, but they are being taken out by Janices and Flashes, or Blitzes, sorry, that's their old name. I honestly liked the Blitz name, but I understand why they had to change it. Copyright and all that. A little unfortunate. And Flaka kind of moving a little bit more forward than I expect. I mean, he could be flanked here, but honestly, there's a decent amount of you know, just point defense here, stacked defenses, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. And we do have this light artillery, gonna be pounding some laser towers. What is it? How much damage does it even do? Okay, well, I missed, so I guess it may actually be just going for the commander, but I think that's a little bit of a waste of time. I mean, yeah, there you go. It does a lot to these poor laser towers here, so few hits and they're down. These tanks holding the line, but quite a few are beat up, so if you know, target fire those guys, then this is going to be much more army beat. Looks like Flaka's actually trying to go past them, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know what that play was. That's a little odd. That's a little odd. Yeah, honestly, 7 is doing a great job just holding his own here. But he needs to do a little bit more than that, because obviously Flaka is eventually going to be pushed back with all this aggression. So he actually has to move forward to be contributing. Flaka is holding the line, which is what he needs to do. But this V formation, where they're pushing forward, is really annoying, right? Like, do you see this with the warm color team pushing through here? There's not a lot between Kubrek's, you know, most forward position and Flaka's base. Now it is being hit by this, you know, these light artillery guys. So obviously he is being challenged there. But, you know, easy solution for that is moving out some tier 1 units, which he looks like he's going to do. Although there are some incisors to follow up here, and I would have degunned those guys there, but that's just me. Degun there would have been awesome. And yeah, Kevin losing a lot of his laser towers actually, so Black is doing alright. Making some energy, stuff like that. Necessary stuff, for sure. And Legolas, yeah. See, he has these guys here who could, take out so many mexes. There is like a laser tower and a few grunts. If he just pushes around this way, that's 1, 2, 3, 6 mexes, and then the base. But he was assaulted by Kerbex. I've been saying that wrong the whole time. Kerbex grunts. But they're going to be cleaned up by a double team from Leg 7 and Flaka. This is a rough game for me, man. I'm tired. But honestly, very, very static game. Reminds me of World War I. You know, back when I was alive. Okay. Lots of grunts here in Massive from Kerbex. He has a decent production line. I guess he's not making them anymore. But they're going out pretty quickly, so he's able to produce a lot and just continually like send them in. Yeah, Legolas still has this line in the back. You know, laser towers are going to start to be a problem now as they're being built. So, you know, the earlier attack, the better it's going to be for you. But he is going to pull back his troops. I'm assuming he sees this and he wants to defend. If we go to player view, yeah. Oh, he definitely knows there's stuff right there. So he's gonna be wary of that. We have Flacker coming in here with some medium tanks holding the line, along with some light tanks, but you know, tank some damage. You know, just get rid of some lame units. But in terms of tier 2, I don't think anyone is ready to go tier 2. Probably not even close. That being said, Kerbex is disassembling his tier 1 factory, so he might be going tier 2, which is really unfortunate right after this big battle. In my opinion, I like to go tier 2, you know, when the game is pretty static, when I still have units to defend my base. Kerbex only has like 8 grunts, right? He may have some more stuff like 8 grunts, an aggravator. He has a decent amount of some laser towers, but that's not when I would want to go tier 2. Especially when my friend is being assaulted here. I just lost my army, and you know, the left side team kind of looks like they, not an advantage, but they have a lot of potential to do some damage. That's not when I would go tier 2, but he did manage to build it very quickly, so it shouldn't be a problem. I don't know why that was pinged, no idea. But we do have some brutes coming in here from Kevin. Now I don't know what these guys are accomplishing. I don't know what the point of these are. They may be able to attack this mech, but I don't even know where they're going. Yeah, they did definitely get that mech. They're being worn down by all these light tanks. Still a relatively healthy guy right here. If he could rip some shots into that mech, it'd be great for him. And he does lob a shot over there, but it does miss. So yeah, now Kevin's without an army. Kerbex doesn't have an army. Well, these medium tanks are going to go in, but they may just get degunned. But that tier 2's up, and we are seeing some fiends here. Oh, fiends. Definitely the meta, at least for these flat maps where speed is important. I mean, speed's always important, but it varies. But where you need that reaction time, they're very good. So they're going to be diving on these medium tanks, picking off all of the very weak ones, and then going for the stronger health ones. So I don't know if that's micro or just AR targeting, but it was done very well. And those medium tanks are going to be melting in the face of these fast assault bots, the fiends, the flamethrower boys. I was like, oh no, Flak is tier 2 as well, but that was just a turret, so. Turret was doing his best, but we do have medium tanks coming in here. I'm actually getting stuff done. They're taking out mexes. A decent amount of mexes, actually, but I'm not sure if this is worth it. I don't know. If there's a mex here, that's like 3 he's gotten, but there may have only been 1 there. And these guys, you know, taking down these laser towers, taking out these mexes. Medium tanks are actually just being a pain, because then they have to be chased by the enemy medium tanks, which are the same speed because they're both brutes. Yeah, more fiends. Honestly, if he amassed enough, he could dive on 7 right here, but gonna be going for these Genesis. Not sure if he's gonna be able to get the. He does get 1 kill, and he's going down to all those rockets. And yeah, the Genesis are quite frustrating for these bots. 1-hit kill with those rockets, but you know, they do have a very slow attack speed. Honestly, it looks like the tides are changing. Right side kind of pushing forward a little bit. This tier 2 play by Kerbex, you know, I didn't think it would work out for him, but it's actually doing very well. Fiends, I always underestimate fiends. I know they're the meta, but I always forget about them. Like, you know, everyone uses them, so I don't really like to. Yeah, I think they're not fun for me. I like some long range stuff, you know. I like some sharpshooters, some mortar guys, and then you just back it up with tier 1 spam in the front. You're looking pretty. Anyways, more mechs is taken down by these medium tanks from Kevin, and honestly, they're also providing a very good distraction. You know, now 7 has to funnel all of his units into you know, into that dog pile. And these fiends gonna be going for the comm, I imagine. Going for 7 here. Yeah, decent amount of fiends, 9 in total, although they're not clumped up at all. More taking out infrastructure, but then they do spot this commander, and he's going down pretty heavily, down to 39%, 34%, and there is only 4 left that are in range to do any damage. Dang. These cloaked mines doing work. Because that's 2 fiends down from those cloak mines, and I don't know if he can do enough damage to 7 to actually take the commander down. We also do have just these medium tanks in the back line. You know, being a pain, having to root those guys out. And Fiend gonna come in here, trying to take down the Dragon's Claw, but it is going to go down. Also, this music is bop. It's really getting me in the strategy game mood. Are these mines? Oh, they're mines. That's cool. You don't normally see those. Dang, you don't normally see those. That's cool to see. So yeah, we have this this trapper here, laying down some mines. Now they're not free, but they cost a pretty negligible amount of metal and energy. So if you're like riding high on your econ, then I'd imagine they're a decent investment. Especially if you're on the back foot here, these guys can take out fiends or tanks. It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal at all. We have advanced solar collectors going down for Flacco, and for 7, there's an aircraft plant going up, while keeping his tier 1 vehicle plant. And there is also tier 2 for Flacco, so he's going to be making Tigers with those tier 2 units. We do have fiends diving in here, but 7 definitely is enough to clean up these guys if they can reach it in time. Honestly, there's not that much left here to assault, really. Getting these construction bots would certainly be annoying, and there's a lot here just sitting here. As their aircraft plant has gone up, but nothing is being built. I'll get rid of that green line, by the way. I keep forgetting to erase that stuff. That's my bad, for real. And still on tier 1 for Kevin. I don't know if he's planning to ever go tier 2. He may just think, you know, the game is going to be over before tier 2 is really even going to affect me. But with 7 not going tier 2 either, it doesn't really matter. Now we do have these bombers coming out, which definitely could be a game changer. But there's a lot of enemy presence here for this left side team that they're going to have to deal with. Taking down solar collectors, probably going to take down this advanced mechs, taking down advanced solar collectors, and they may actually just be going for this tier 2 plant. If this tier 2 plant goes, probably GG for the left side. That's a lot of resources down the drain, especially since you didn't really produce a lot with them. You know, you got these Tigers back here. They're very good, but they're also slow firing, so they're not able to kill enough of these medium tanks before that tier 2 plant does go down. Quite unfortunate for them, for sure, for sure. And yeah, these guys are going to be hit by these heavy hitting Tigers. These heavy assault tanks just doing work. It's probably over for Flacco. With that tier 2 base down, it's not looking good. The commander may actually just be going down from these medium tanks. Wow, these Tigers are very ineffective against these medium tanks. Honestly, I thought they'd be better. Obviously, that's not the best tank, not even close. That is a tier 2, but I feel like they would be more effective. But they're just doing ship damage to these medium tanks. Yeah. Still decent defenses up here, but Flacco's base is pretty ruined. He's gonna have to go back. He's going to a bot lab. Big downgrade from that tier 2 vehicle base. And all these bombers back here, just sitting here. Obviously, you probably are only going to get one bombing run in, just because these fiends actually going down to these construction vehicles is great. Just because once the enemy becomes aware, anti-air is super cheap and easy to build. And I don't really see any anti-air. I'm not going to go across the whole map, but I don't really see any. So honestly, those bombers could do a lot of damage. Just depends who they target. You know what they're going for. I honestly go for econ instead of like a tier 2 bot lab, but that's just me. I don't really know. But you want to hit definitely some kind of, you know, center here. But Flacco's just really hurting. Moving out some brave robbers out of this tier 1 bot lab. And these medium tanks just busting down these poor Tigers, man. Yeah, Tiger's not. I mean, Tiger's not doing as well as I thought they would do. I thought they were gonna kind of kill those medium tanks, but medium tanks are just a threat, man. And looks like those bombers definitely take out that tier 2 base. Very, very nice. Looks like there's even anti-air there, and they're not even phased. And they're gonna go for this vehicle plant as well. Almost get the tier 1 vehicle plant. Unfortunately, there are some more tier 1 anti-air here. Gonna be taking down those bombers pretty quickly, but great effort, honestly. I thought that was amazing. Very good job. Probably not enough to turn the tides at this point. Looks like we do have Flacco's commander going down there, and yeah, 7 is just out here, you know, reclaiming some some stouts. So Yeah, not gonna be great. Flocka is calling GG. Use gunships. a little bit ineffective against these tier 2 units. Or tier 1 medium tanks. And these medium tanks just being bad. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy that game. Some stats for you to look at. I won't go over the stats. Honestly, it was a very even game for metal used, energy used. I'm gonna say units killed is also very even, and units produced. Overall, a very even game, a great game to watch, and there's part 2 to this battle, so stay tuned. I may do it tomorrow, but yeah, see you guys later. Make sure to like, subscribe. Adios.